Welcome everyone to Discover This. Today we're going to be talking about surfing, surf guitar, surf music, the desert, all in one. So let's get started.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dick Dale was born Richard Monsoor in Boston, Massachusetts on May 4th, 1937. The family lived in Quincy, Massachusetts until Richard finished 11th grade. Richard had taken up playing guitar and was becoming quite good. After Richard finished 11th grade, the family then moved to El Segundo, California, and Richard graduated high school in the Los Angeles area. In the late 1950s, early 1960s, Richard began playing his guitar around in country and western and rockabilly bars. One of the other performers he met gave Richard the name Dick Dale because he thought it sounded like a good name for a country singer. Dick Dale started experimenting with reverb. He was left-handed, and he would take a right-handed guitar and flip it upside down and play it left-handed without restringing it. Very unique. Unlike Jimi Hendrix, who also flipped a right-handed guitar upside down, but he would restring it. Dick Dale's performances at the Rendezvous Ballroom on Balboa near Newport Beach in 1961 are credited with creating the surf music phenomenon. Dick Dale would regularly pack the 3,000-person venue, way before the Beach Boys even recorded a song. Dick Dale got a record out, he got on the Ed Sullivan Show, and he just kept putting out songs and albums. Dick Dale got together with Leo Fender to test some equipment, and when Leo Fender saw that Dick Dale was blowing up Fender amplifiers regularly, Fender created a new amp that could handle what Dick Dale was doing. Because Dick Dale was using very loud amplifiers and heavy gauge guitar strings, he was coined the father of heavy metal. In 1976, Dick Dale bought his dream home, the King Gillette Mansion in Newport Beach. He owned it until around 1981 when he lost it in bankruptcy. In 1986, he made a new album which was nominated for a Grammy Award. In 1987, he performed in the movie Back to the Beach and played Pipeline with Stevie Ray Vaughan. Dick Dale was performing all over, and he started saving his money a lot more wisely. He started buying property. A place in Garden Grove, California, Fresno, California, Oxnard, California, Huntington Beach, California, Costa Mesa, California, and he also bought some desert property out near 29 Palms, California. Dick Dale eventually packed up and moved out permanently to the 29 Palms property. This is the home that Dick Dale bought out here in 29 Palms. There was an old house and a dirt runway. See, this was back in the day an emergency landing spot for the Marines training at the base nearby. Dick Dale put his blood, sweat, and tears and money into this place, rebuilding the house, adding some outbuildings, the hangar, and actually he laid the cement. Every inch of it, according to him, he laid the cement that was put on the airstrip. There's a portion of the airstrip that's still dirt, but most of it is cemented, done by Dick Dale. He christened this place Dick Dale's Sky Ranch. For those up in the air, he laid out the word Dale in white lettering next to the runway, and he did it by laying out old tires for the lettering and putting white rocks inside the center of the tires. And he would fly his Cessna to gigs all around the country and then fly back here when he was done. He got his pilot's license back in 1974, and he also put some time in the Air Force. Now this is a private airport airstrip, but it's still operational. He built his parents a large house nearby. And Dick Dale didn't interact with the locals here in 29 Palms too much, but he would go to town once in a while and watch a movie now and then. Big bucket of popcorn. I believe his widow still lives here. So we're at, I guess, basically would be the northwest end, and this is where the runway starts, you can see. So Dick Dale laid every inch of this cement, he says. So So this is where he would land, put his plane in the hangar, and take it to the next gig. And this would be the, I guess the southeastern portion, the dirt runway, the part that didn't get cemented. You can see his compound there in the background. But I'll show you on the old Google aerial. You can kind of see where we're standing at the moment. Kind of a crappy day out here in the desert. Who'd have thunk? But again, there's a marker there for the end of the runway. But Dick Dale's Sky Ranch, king of the surf guitar, living in the high desert. Dick Dale kept performing as his health declined. He had to. That was the only way he could pay his medical bills. In March of 2019, Dick Dale was brought to the Loma Linda Medical Center in Loma Linda, California in bad shape. He was having heart and kidney failure. Dick Dale passed away on March 19th, 2019 in Loma Linda. On May 25th, 2019, a benefit concert was held at the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano, a place Dick Dale played many times. Then the next day, on May 26th, a memorial was held at the Huntington Beach Pier. There was a service talking about Dick's life and achievements and his love of surfing. And following that, there was a traditional surfers paddle out memorial. Dick Dale was inducted into the Hollywood Rock Walk, the Library of Congress Hall of Records for outstanding achievements in music. He was inducted into the Musicians Hall of Fame in Nashville, and the Surfing Walk of Fame in Huntington Beach, California. Dick Dale was a surfer, a motorcycle rider, and he liked to fly airplanes. Dick Dale is now interred at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. After some fundraising, his widow was able to purchase a niche there, so everyone can come and visit Dick Dale's final resting place. So that's going to do it, everyone, for our story about Dick Dale, the king of the surf guitar, father of heavy metal. Hope you enjoyed the story. I appreciate you watching. Keep checking out our other videos, and we will see you next time.